Good morning, Michael. I hope you're well.
Good morning. Very well, thank you.
So to our audience, Michael is going to be one of the speakers at our upcoming Talent Management Conference to be held later in May in Johannesburg. And we're going to have a discussion around retention strategies. So Michael, from your experience, what are the best retention strategies available in the present evolving, changing world of work?
Thank you very much for the question. I always say the best retention strategy is a good leader, because we always see people don't leave these organizations, but they leave people that they don't want to work with anymore. And we see it so often also in our firm, that where we have partners and leaders that engage with their people, they are the people with the ability to retain their people. But obviously there are also other things that are pressing in today's world of so much change and new opportunities. And if we look at the forces, the global forces, and where we say currently in the business, generational forces are clashing. So we have 5 generations working in our firm currently, from people who were born in as late as 2020 and 2001, the year 2000 and 2001, to people who were born in the 1950s. So what we need to do is we need to first understand what are those needs of those individuals. And I think the best retention strategy is to understand what those people want and why they are making certain decisions. And the drivers of people normally determine why they make decisions. So for us to understand what drives those people are critical. And that is why for our younger generations, they would like to see the world, they would like to experience new opportunities, they would like to add value to their communities, they would like to feel engaged and cared for in the workplace, and they would like to be challenged. And if you can provide all those things, that's the silver bullet for us to say that is working. But you need to actually understand each individual, because our circumstances are different, especially in the country like South Africa, where we have people from so many social backgrounds. And it's also important to understand what those point of views are. So if I would say the 2 things that I think are the most important is a good leader and somebody who understands the requirements and drivers of our people. And if you get that right, you will know what your people want.
Okay, good. Now let's move on. We're living in addition to that, we're working in a very flexible new world of work, which from in-office, remote, hybrid. How important for PwC is it to offer flexibility to people to attract and retain, especially the professional staff?
Yes, Willem, thank you for that question. So obviously PwC is a professional services firm with the opportunity for people to have flexibility. But I think sometimes we as experts in the field forget and ignore the millions of people who are teaching, working in mines, working in shops. There are so many people who don't have the luxury to do that, and we only talk about the almost high-end workforce that are asking for the flexibility, and we forget about the people who are teaching our children, and the people who are cleaning our streets, and the people who are keeping us safe. Yes. But I really just want to say that we are sometimes forgetting those people in the way we talk about flexibility. But as a professional service organization, post-COVID, we've moved from a place where we were in the office full-time to a situation where we were less in the office, to the extent that some of our people only 1, maximum 2 days in the office. And as a result of that, we saw a number of things happening. We saw less coaching of people having visibility to examples of how to deal with clients or difficult situations. We see less interaction between colleagues informally to discuss something. We see less new ideas coming forward. And we actually also saw an increase in mental illnesses for people becoming lonely, and especially people who are working at home, but also need to make sure that everything at home is going the way it should, and people don't have necessarily a proper place to work from. So I think it's a very complicated concept to say that, you know, you provide flexibility to everybody, because not everybody actually can afford to have flexibility. So what we have done is we do provide flexibility, but we wanted our people to be at the office at least 3 to 4 times a week. We create spaces for informal discussions, brainstorming sessions, and training for those days. And we all at our clients, because most of our people are normal at our clients. And when our clients are not working from the office, then there's no use for people to be at the offices, because the clients are not there. But what we are seeing more and more is that our offices are becoming fuller. So people have the flexibility. So somebody who's working in my team can go and fetch their children from daycare, take them to home and work from home. But there are certain days and certain things that are non-negotiable. We want face-to-face interaction as well. Yes. So it's a real hybrid. And I think we have come to a place where we see 3 to 4 days in the office is really creating much more benefit and improvement in the way that we work than just 1 or 2 days.
Yeah.
And one of our main pillars in the work that we are doing is exceptional quality. And if you don't have the interaction to see what quality means, you know, we are a training institution. So we bring in article clerks first, second, third year, then before they write their board exams. So if they don't get the examples of this is how you engage with the client, this is how you deal with a difficult question, this is what you do when you work together as colleagues. If you only sit in your room and try to get information, also electronic, from a client or your colleagues, then there's a massive opportunity for quality to not be at the level it should be, and we can't afford that.
Yes. Right, Michael, thank you very much. I'm looking forward to see you at the Talent Management Conference, and thank you for your time and for sharing your expertise and wisdom with us this morning.
Thank you very much, Willem. It was very nice seeing you, and I'm looking forward to be at the conference. Thanks a lot.
Good. Right, see you there. Bye.